We're back. Polish soldier dies days after being stabbed by migrant at border with Belarus. The soldier, initially hospitalized in Hajnówka, was transferred to a military hospital in Warsaw, where he died. Yes. I still don't understand why the Polish military is not allowed to shoot at the migrants who attack them. Like, you have no business attacking anyone. And especially military should be authorized to immediately strike back on any type of hostility from any alien threat. And alien, I mean illegal migrants, not alien aliens from above. We got a TLDR, but we're gonna ignore it. Poland's military says a soldier who was stabbed last month from behind a barrier at the border with Belarus has died. It said earlier the soldier was stabbed in the chest by a migrant who reached throughout the bars of the border barrier. The soldier was hospitalized in a serious condition in the town of Hajnówka. On Thursday, he was taken to a military hospital in Warsaw, but died there in the afternoon, the military said. The situation at the European Union's eastern border is increasingly tense, under growing pressure and aggression from thousands of people from Middle East, Asia and Africa, trying to force the metal barrier that Poland put up in 2022 to seal the frontier. Poland and the EU say many of the migrants are organized and aided by Russia and its ally Belarus to destabilize Europe. Their pressure intensified this spring ahead of key elections to the European Parliament. In-person voting began on Thursday in the Netherlands, with the other 26 EU states due to go to polls by June 9th. The border is patrolled by Polish army troops and border guards recently. Some officers also required hospital treatment for knife and other wounds inflicted from behind the barrier. Earlier, government officials demanded explanations after it emerged that 3 soldiers were handcuffed and detained by Polish military police in March for having fired warning shots when faced with an advancing group of migrants on the border with Ukraine. Yes, we already read about it. Earlier Thursday, government officials demanded explanation after it emerged that 3 soldiers were handcuffed and detained by the Polish military. We already read that the soldiers had allegedly fired warning shots first into the air and then into the ground as they tried to stop an advancing migrant group on Polish territory. No one was injured, Polish media report, growing a discontent among the military over the way their colleagues were treated. Government officials say the detention was an excessive measure given the circumstances. This is a shocking case considering the fact that our soldiers were recently repeatedly attacked by aggressors from the Belarus side, President Andrzej Duda said. Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz said the military police overreacted and demanded clarification from them and from the prosecutors who are investigating. One of the soldiers detained has been cleared of the allegations. The soldiers at the borders are carrying out the mission for the Polish state, Kosiniak-Kamysz told the news conference Thursday. Yeah, that's also very funny. So the illegal migrants were advancing, and and they were firing a warning shots into the air, then into the ground. That's completely fine. At that point, if they get close to you, then they should be, allowed to actually fire at them. If somebody sees you have a weapon and you are pointing at them and shouting something in language, and if you shout louder, then and they still come closer to you in group, they should definitely be allowed to just gun you down. There's no debate about that. We are always on the side of the soldiers, of those who carry out their tasks at the border, he said, adding that soldiers in charge of protecting the border since 2022 I've used weapons in emergency situations some 700 times. That's a lot. Yep, as we talked about this before, Belarus is sending illegal migrants. They are basically shipping them into Belarus first from places like Turkey and etc. And then they send them to their border with Poland as a way of destabilizing EU and as a way to, keep the illegal migration high. It is very unfortunate that he died. I think I saw the thing they made, like the improvised, stabbing, steak with knife on it. It's very unfortunate that this happened. And yeah, like the Polish soldiers should have the authority to open fire, as this cannot be allowed. Like in what world would you actually, be hostile towards a person with a gun, to a soldier with a gun, to be more specific, alright? Where this USA, then all of them would already be filled with at least 100 bullets. Jesus. Moving on. We got two more articles.